Welcome to the Weather Guru Podcast for Friday, July 18, 2025. This is for the lower 48 United States. Please be sure to subscribe or hit that like button on the way in. Thank you for all your support, ladies and gentlemen, here as we continue to interpret the weather as it becomes available for the lower 48. Right now, we're looking at the GFS model, and this is for today. You can see the rain showers continuing in the southeast here, courtesy of a high pressure bringing that clockwise flow out of the Gulf of America here. And the showers here extend from Birmingham, Mobile, all the way up through Nashville, Louisville, Lexington, Charleston, West Virginia. Hello to you guys. Up into the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia here, back down toward the mid-Mississippi Valley here, so places like Greenville and down toward New Orleans, getting those extra showers courtesy of that low pressure that was hanging around the Gulf Coast there. Out west, we have the typical intermountain west sprinkle of showers here. The monsoonal flow continues up from Mexico here. New Mexico, flooding rains continue. Watches and warnings. We'll take a look at that in just 1 second. Out west, beautiful weather. Hello, San Diego. Hello, LA, and San Francisco Bay Area. Medford, Oregon, Coos Bay, up to Seattle. Hello to you this afternoon. The Pacific Northwest on a Friday, looking absolutely fabulous here. Rain-free and warm temperatures continue for that region as well. And we have a few showers in the upper Midwest toward the Canadian border here. Nothing to slow you down. Beautiful weather in Chicago around the Great Lakes. Detroit looking good. Cleveland looking good. Hello to you guys as well. Great 60, 70 degree weather with low humidity. Excellent type of weather for you there. Looking at the hazards here, we just have those hazards here courtesy of today, July 18, 2025, Friday. In the mid-Atlantic states, we had that flood watch continuing, as some areas got to pick up 1 to 2 inches of rain per hour due to the heavy downpours, the saturated air. The air is still saturated. It's not oppressive humidity, but it's extremely uncomfortable humidity with dew points reaching the 70s here in many of these locations here in the mid-Atlantic. So we're coming up through Richmond, D.C., Petersburg, down in the North Carolina, Roanoke Rapids, Raleigh-Durham, Wilson, Dunn, over toward the Piedmont and the Triad area, Greensboro, back over to Winston-Salem and Mount Airy. Just be mindful that the humidity and the rain showers are going to be pouring. Same thing in New Orleans, Louisiana, Alexandria, Slidell, Plaquemines Parish, down toward Houma. I-10, I-12, the usual subpoints there, Baton Rouge, back toward Cameron, and Lake Charles. Just be aware that as you dodge showers there on and off throughout the day. Now, up in the Boot Hill country of Missouri and Kansas, Topeka, Wichita, you're going to be including the red flag warning here, so don't do any burning. It's kind of dry air here. Joplin, Missouri, places like that. And then there's also extreme heat watch in the northern parts of Missouri and spilling over towards Champaign, down to southern Effingham and southern Illinois and Peoria and the Quad Cities of Iowa, Davenport, etc. here. Flood watches and continue. In the Pacific Northwest, hello to you, friends. You do have red flag warnings for you in pink. Boise, Idaho, south suburbs there, coming up I-84 there into Boise, and then coming out towards the eastern valleys of Spokane and Walla Walla, down towards the central valleys of Oregon there. Be careful there for burning as well. And of course, New Mexico still has that tiny flood warning there. Ruidoso, New Mexico, those areas there south of town on 25 coming to the west of I-25 there. Be very careful there. Now, looking at the temperatures, obviously summer is in full effect here, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 90s, widespread 80s and 90s for the eastern two-thirds of the country. 99 in Dallas-Fort Worth. 94 degrees in Jacksonville, Florida, 91 degrees Fahrenheit in Richmond, 88 degrees Fahrenheit in D.C., 88 degrees Fahrenheit in Boston. Hello to you guys, but a cool and comfortable 75 degrees Fahrenheit in Chicago, with off the lakes, even cooler at the lakefront, possibly getting upper 60s at the lakefront there. 94 degrees Fahrenheit, Oklahoma City, 106 right now in Phoenix, and it haven't even gotten to the hottest part of the day yet, 106 degrees in Palm Desert, 80 degrees Fahrenheit in San Diego, 68 degrees Fahrenheit perfectly in Malibu, California. And then we have some hot temperatures that will continue. Looking at the water vapor, tropical conditions are not expected in the next 7 days for the Atlantic, Caribbean, or the Gulf of America. That's great news. As you can see, this trough here of dry air and just a lot of sinking air here. Some showers, nothing organized. There's been a lot of Saharan dust and a lot of wind shear blowing apart any showers that do develop. And the sea surface temperatures just hasn't been that warm. And so because the sea surface temperatures have been kind of cool and sedated, we're not going to see much development here in the next 7 to 10 days here. Now, as far as thunderstorms, courtesy of the Storm Prediction Center here, there is a slight chance. We're talking a 2 out of 5 chance of seeing storms today in yellow, highlighted in that area. This includes places, like I said, Richmond, Petersburg, Emporia, Virginia, back towards Charlottesville on 64 there. If you're coming on there, be careful this afternoon. And down towards Rocky Mount, North Carolina, Roanoke Rapids on I-95 there, and coming in down past Halifax County toward the Outer Banks there. Be very careful. Those storms could erupt towards Virginia Beach, the Tidewater area. Don't forget about you guys. Chesapeake, Suffolk, 64. The CBBT, be very careful if you're crossing those areas there at the eastern shore. Could be rough there with showers and thunderstorms dodging day in, day out. Now, we also have the straight line wind threat here Tornado threat is low and brown here, but in the Quad Cities or west of the Quad Cities in Iowa here, in Nebraska and Pierre, South Dakota, you could be experiencing straight line winds and some hail up to 2 inches in diameter, courtesy of a system that's passing by there. So that's something to keep in mind here. And you can see these showers here, just popcorn variety, typical summertime thunderstorms here that we're seeing here. Nothing severe. Through Nashville, we're coming along I-65, heading up towards Kentucky, Horse Cave, and Daniel Boone Parkway, and into Kentucky there. Be very careful though on 65. 75, a rough go here from Macon to Atlanta to the perimeter to the north side up top past Cobb County and over toward the North Georgia mountains. Rain extending down all the way, like I said, into Florida here on I-10 corridor. A little bit wet there toward the Okefenokee swamp here, Fargo, and over toward Lake City. And then that'll be heading east toward Jacksonville. So Jax, on your commute today, this afternoon, between 7 and 8 p.m., these showers could be rumbling through there. Now, Charleston rain looks pretty clear, but there's some showers to the north of you, Moncks Corner, over toward maybe North Myrtle Beach, Conway, some showers there. Hello to you guys. Showers in the inner mountains there, in the Appalachians there, heading on down I-81 towards Roanoke, and back over towards the Charleston area on 66 West Virginia Turnpike. And so showers. So you see those showers continue to blossom around Denver, Salt Lake City, some showers around you, Cottonwood Canyon, and some showers around you too as well. And of course, New Mexico getting that monsoonal flow there coming up through Albuquerque, Truthful Consequences, and through the Raton Pass and Sangre de Cristi Mountains. Be very careful there if you're doing any plans out there, hiking or anything in the White Sands and New Mexico. Showers continue to make the impact there. So this is what we're looking at as far as the weather today. Thank you for joining me on the Weather Guru Podcast Update. Please be sure to subscribe and like. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Blessings.